The interaction between threats. The key threats to forest deforestation, degradation and fragmentation, invasive species, fire, and climate change do not operate in isolation. Instead, they interact with each other in complex ways, often worsening the impact of one another. Understanding these interactions is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies. Here is a simplified explanation of how these drivers can interact. Deforestation and climate change. Deforestation contributes to climate change by releasing stored carbon dioxide into the atmosphere when trees are cut down and burned or left to rot. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2, so their removal reduces this capacity, further accelerating climate change. Climate change, in turn, can exacerbate deforestation. Changing weather patterns may make certain areas more suitable for agriculture or other land uses, leading to increased forest clearing. Fragmentation and invasive species. Fragmentation creates smaller, isolated patches of forest that are more easily invaded by invasive species. These species spread more rapidly in fragmented landscapes, since patch edges are more accessible and often have conditions that favor invasives, such as increased sunlight and disturbed soils. Invasive species can further degrade habitat quality within these fragments, reducing the resilience of native species and leading to biodiversity loss. Fire, climate change, and degradation. Climate change increases the risk and severity of wildfires by creating hotter, drier conditions. This not only makes forests more vulnerable to burning, but can also turn them from carbon sinks into carbon sources, contributing further to greenhouse gas emissions. Fires can cause both immediate and long-term degradation of forest ecosystems, affecting their ability to recover. Repeated fires may prevent regeneration of some tree species, alter forest composition, and lead to biodiversity loss. Degraded forests are less resilient to fire and other stresses, creating a feedback loop where degraded conditions increase fire risk, which in turn causes more degradation. Degradation, climate change, and invasive species. Degraded forests are more vulnerable to the effects of climate change, such as altered rainfall patterns and rising temperatures. Weakened forest health reduces resilience to these stresses. Climate change can also aid the spread of invasive species by altering habitat conditions in their favor. For example, warmer temperatures might allow invasive insects to expand into new forest areas, causing further degradation. Overall interactions. The interplay between these threats creates a complex web of cause and effect, which can accelerate forest loss and degradation. Climate change can worsen invasive species outbreaks and increase the frequency and severity of wildfires. Fires can make forests more vulnerable to invasion by altering their structure and composition. At the same time, deforestation and fragmentation reduce forest size and connectivity, undermining resilience and recovery from disturbance. Understanding these interactions is vital for crafting holistic conservation and management strategies that address the many interconnected challenges facing global forest ecosystems.